Network Entertainment.
Welcome to Lecheng Pag-ibig To.
New episode every Wednesday.
Brand new episode of Lecheng Pag-ibig To. And before we get to our topic about situationships, kasi nga, ang dami maggulo na nangyayari pag situationship.
Oo.
We're gonna get to that in a bit. But before...
Shit talaga, hindi sit ha?
Hindi, situation.
sige.
Mahirap na rin naman situationship.
Okay.
But before we get to that, please do hit the follow button on Spotify. And we are now on YouTube.
Yes! So, mag-subscribe kayo sa YouTube channel namin.
Please.
In fairness we just started uploading our episodes dyan sa YouTube. So, huwag kayong magtaka kung ba't ang konti ng episode, konti pa yung subs, dahil kakastart lang po niyan. So, hanapin nyo kami, Lecheng Pag-ibig To, para mas madali. Alright?
Lalabas naman sa search, madali lang yan.
Oo.
And of course, we're doing this kasi talagang nile-level up natin yung podcast. Gusto natin better episodes and whatnot. So the more subscribers we have, the more listeners we have, the better podcast we can have as well.
And you know what's nice is, nasa YouTube tayo ngayon. Kung meron kayong malalaking TV, gusto nyo makita yung pores ni Sam YG, pwede nyo na i-connect. Diba? Kasi nga video podcast na tayo. Mas mapapanood nyo na kami. Mas makakasama nyo kami. So pwede kayo makinig on YouTube, pwede on Spotify, kayo bahala.
And I want to be very honest on the podcast. And I think that's what I love about doing a show like this.
Why?
Is that pwede natin sabihin kahit ano.
Yeah.
Diba?
Walang restrictions masyado.
Correct. So, yun na nga.
Pero responsible podcasters tayo dito.
Correct.
Wow!
Yun nga gusto ko na parang talagang masasabi natin lahat. So, kaya natin, mas marami tayong followers. We have better shows, which means I can afford a makeup artist like you.
Huh?
Tapos si Chacha kasi na may makeup artist ba? May hair and makeup yan.
Excuse me,
Bago dumating ng
I woke
show.
up like this.
Oh, damn.
Oo.
God bless the Chinese eyes.
Tsaka syempre, dahil andyan ka na rin naman, nakakahiya naman na hindi ako mag-makeup pag nandyan ka. Sinusuotan mo lang kami ng mamahaling relo.
Oh my
Hindi naman
God.
namin pwede pakita sa inyo yung mga mamahaling sasakyan niya.
We also want to acknowledge the presence of
Of the students. Our OJTs.
Our interns. We have 10 interns already. And si Jeff is also dati, kalat-kalat na yan. Naka-gel na ngayon. Bagong glasses na, ano yan, Tom Ford. Look at that. What a guy. Okay, let's get to the but before we get to today's interesting topic, no? Ang daming nagko-comment and we appreciate all the comments, whether on Facebook, whether it's on Spotify, whether it's on YouTube. We try to read them all. And dami nagre-request ng mga certain episodes. So I'm gonna start
on Spotify.
With Spotify. Let's get some of the comments from our last episode. No, people are asking for the struggles of introvert people. If we can do an episode on that.
Struggles. Naku po, pareho kaming hindi introvert. Paano kaya yun?
Siguro pwede tayo
mag-guest
guest
ng introvert.
Like one thing is, I always talk about my wife. Yes,
she's an introvert.
Yung social battery niya sobrang baba.
Oo. Kailangan i-charge araw-araw.
Pet peeve relationships. We talked about that. If my significant other does not follow up on events that I said were important to me.
Ay, nakaka-bad trip yan.
So parang self-centered, wala talaga siyang pakialam sa'yo. Sana magkaroon ng podcast about pros and cons of single independent people.
I like that topic. Pwede. Sige. Soon.
Somebody loving this podcast from Tin. Sorry, hindi ko nabasa yung mga pangalan. So MG Lorenzo Dean Tin says, the episode paved the way para ma-discuss ulit ang pet peeves namin sa isa't isa, me and my partner. Communication and being a considerate partner is always a key. Love you, Chacha and Papi Sam.
Thank you.
I love the episode from Lela about quiet quitting. That was one of our strongest episodes.
Yeah, ang daming comments nun and ang dami nakarelate.
If you haven't listened to that, it's 2 episodes down or whatnot.
Isa lang ibig sabihin nun, daming pagod sa earth.
Oo. Na hindi nagsiset ng boundaries.
Correct. Sa work. It's about time na dapat alam natin na eto lang, pagpahinga ay pahinga.
So the importance of taking a break is also listening to the podcast. Funny how we discuss each other's pet peeves. I relate with Chacha. Boys are magulo pero takot naman sila pag nagalit ang mga babae.
True. Gagawin din naman nila. Inaantay pa nila tayong magalit.
Bad
trip.
Minsan trip lang namin manginis, to be honest.
Totoo ba?
Bakit
nakukitan kayo sa amin pag naiinis kami?
Ako,
o gusto nyo natatakot kayo? Alin din?
Pareho. Minsan talagang...
Hindi magandang attitude, boys. Please, wag na.
Okay.
Pinagsisimula ng malaking away. Tigilan nyo yan.
Eto, may dalawa pa tayo. Ambisyosa girl, while we were out on a date, like dinner or even out-of-town trips, I hate it when he is always on his phone, texting someone instead of spending quality time with me. I have to agree with this.
Me also.
When you guys take a vacation, and I used to be guilty of this, tapos na-realize ko na parang, shit, 80% of the vacation, I was on my phone. 70% I was on my phone. So did I really take a break? Tapos we talked about, babalik ka ng Manila or you're heading back to work, mas pagod ka pa kesa sa the time you left. Kasi ano ginawa mo ng bakasyon ka?
Puro social media.
Scroll.
Oh.
I'm gonna get to 2 more comments really quick here. Si Alba Kathy says, happy to hear you guys. Palagi ko iniintay episodes every week. And from PJ Laban 86, it's not exactly relationship pet peeves, but I find it annoying when she puts her leftover rice on my plate because she took too much and I cannot finish it.
That's me.
Ikaw yun? Pag hindi maubos, talagay mo sa plato naman, ubusin mo.
Bad trip si Mike. Kasi nga nagda-diet din siya eh.
Ay nako, si Esa lagi pag may 2 piraso. Meron akong, I'm not sure if it's subconscious.
Babae yun, be. Oh.
Pero hindi ko alam, minsan parang ayoko, I'm the type of person na hindi ko ubus yung last piece.
Why?
Psychological lang
parang ugaling Pinoy. Alam mo yung pagka kumakain kayo ng friends mo, tapos share kayo ng food, and then nandyan yung ulam, may 2 piraso na lang ng beef, ayaw nyo pang kunin.
The piece of shame.
Yes, I know.
Yung piece of shame.
Why?
Ako, psychological sa akin
Why?
Para lang masabi ko sa sarili ko, hindi ko inubos. Pero pag gutom ako, wala akong pakialam. Sasabihin ko talaga, I'll eat the last piece.
Baliktad naman sa akin. Psychologically, kahit busog na ako, kailangan kong ubusin kasi bata pa lang kami, laging sinasabi, hindi dapat nagsasayang ng pagkain.
My mom is like
so,
that.
na-instill sa akin hanggang pagtanda. Kahit busog na ako. Alam niyo kung ba't maraming nanay medyo majubit? Kasi yung hindi naubos ng mga anak, kami umuubos eh.
Tsaka mahal
yung
pagkain
hindi naubos ng asawa, pag ayaw niya na talaga, kami rin uubos.
Grabe ang bilihin ngayon. It's
Grabe
so
kayo
expensive.
sa amin. Tapos magtataka kayo, ba't di kami pumapayat?
Wow!
Kasalanan nyo.
Wow! Look at the blooming DJ Chacha
Sinisi na naman.
with a new Wahoo bike trainer.
Wow. Wahoo, sana naman. I-upgrade nyo. Niregaluhan ako ng asawa ko noon. At kino-convince ko actually si Sam dito na, Sam, ang sarap mag-indoor training kasi pwede ka mag-Netflix lang tapos pinapawisan ka.
Correct. I used to have the indoor na luma. Yung babakasin mo pa yung yung rear tire. But I heard Wahoo has a new one na sasalpak mo lang yung bike mo. But yeah.
It's easier.
We have comments also of...
from YouTube. Basahin natin.
Let's go.
Ito, sabi dito yan sa topic natin na pet peeves. This podcast and your opinions are so relatable. Looking forward to your episodes every Wednesday. From Stockton, California. Hello. Si Ruth Peterson. Hi to Perry Purple. Sabi niyang smart ng podcast na to. Kudos to Sam YG and Chacha. Watching from Switzerland from a millennial era. It's worth watching. Wow. I am your silent fan. Sabi niyang ganyan. Relationship pet peeve. Ito, bad trip ako dito.
Okay, go.
For sure, babae ang may ganitong issue. Pet peeve. Sabi ni Hey Girl Hey. Pag nag-vent ka, dahil sa trabaho mo, tapos ang sasabihin sa'yo, relax, sarap upakan. No, bakit ganun yun nala? I wanna ask. Because I don't know if, Esa, have you experienced this? Yung kunwari, hindi lang about work. May kinukwento ka kinaiinisan mo. Whether it's about work or about someone. Tapos, ginadji ka na yung kwento mo, ito yung nangyari, nakakainis, nakaka-bad trip. Tapos, ang isasagot sa'yo sa dulo, relax, okay lang yan.
You know what I
How
realized?
can it be okay?
Hindi, you know what I realized? I think pinag-awayan namin ng asawa ko yun before ni Esa na I forgot exactly what it is. Tapos, doon ko rin na-realize sometimes you vent and you just want somebody to listen.
No, not listen. We want someone na nasa side namin.
Oh, yun nga.
Yung after namin, after nyo
hindi ka na kukontrahin.
Yes! Oh!
So, minsan, ang ginagawa ko ngayon, alam ko na pag nagbe-vent siya.
Sabi mo sa mga lalaki, anong dapat gawin?
Makinig ka na lang. Kung wala ka mabuting sasabihin, 'di ba? Kesa i-trigger mo pa siya by saying
sabihin?
na relax ka lang. You have to understand na agitated yung tao, 'di ba? Pikon siya.
Yes.
So, even if you say relax, it's not easy for her to relax kasi nga may incident na nangyari. So, parang to say relax, lalo siya napipikon. Double yung pikon niya, no? So, ako minsan just listen. Sometimes you just need somebody to listen to you.
Tapos sa dulo, pwede mo i-affirm nyo kami or i-affirm nyo kami na, hindi,
correct.
Tama ka eh.
Correct.
Alam mo, tama ka, nakakainis nga siya.
And not all the time, you guys are asking for advice.
Yeah.
Diba? Sometimes you just have to vent. Let it out.
Oo.
Alam niyo naman yung dapat gawin.
Hindi
pero
yung pag nag-vent kami, parang ang sasabihin pa yung,
ganito
hindi ba
kasi
kayo
dapat
yung
yan.
mali? Dapat ganito.
Mm-hmm.
Although sometimes it's okay din naman kasi parang na-realize ko, siguro sobrang sama na ng ugali ko ngayon. Kung yung asawa ko hindi rin ganun, yung lahat ng vinent ko, pinatulan niya ng, oo nga no, mali si ganyan no. Kadalasan ang sinasabi niya talaga sa akin, hindi, tingnan mo yung sarili mo, baka ikaw may mali.
Wow. What a guy.
He is always like that.
What a guy.
Parang wala siya nakikitang masama. Yung alam mo yung walang masamang tinapay.
Correct.
Ganon.
Look at the other side of the
yes.
the fence.
Ito na. Meron pang iba, ang dami nagko-comment. So, sabi ni Juelala, grabe yung spontaneous ng usapan nyo. Nakaka-amaze. Walang dead air. More podcasts and topics po. Siguro, I think that is because pareho kaming galing ng radyo. So, bawal talaga ang dead air.
Bawal yung 1 second na dead air. May panic eh. Uy, ba't tahimik?
Pinakamaraming views natin on YouTube is yung Can Someone Love You But Not Choose You?
Can I just say that was such an interesting topic. But very personal.
Yeah.
Kasi for you to admit, diba, that you love a person but you're not choosing the person, ano yun parang mabigat yun.
Oo. Tsaka, hindi lang mabigat. Sometimes di mo maamin kasi parang tayo, pag di ko nakatuluyan, hindi talaga siya para sa akin. Ganun lang tayo eh.
Correct.
Oo. Kita mo, parang may gusto
mabigat,
parang may gusto ka pang i-share sa topic na to.
I love you, but I can't choose you or I don't choose you.
Ito.
I'm with somebody else.
Ito, si Era, sabi niya, kung hindi pala ready, bakit mo ako ginulo? Sana di ka nangulit, nananahimik ako eh.
Teka.
Yun ang comment niya sa topic
Darating tayo sa topic today. Yung topic today, Era, makinig ka because it'll touch up on that.
Sabi ni Maribel Villamin, parehas naming love isa't isa. Kaya lang parehas kami nagkamali. So walang sisihan, walang sumbatan bago kami naghiwalay. I chose to let him go. Pero hanggang ngayon, nandito pa rin ako nagmamahal. Nandyan pa rin siya nagmamahal sa akin.
Yeah.
Hinihintay niya na bumalik ako sa kanya. Ang ganda mo, girl. Ang ganda mo.
But mga hopeless romantic na pwede pa to. I'll wait.
Ito medyo masakit.
Take your time. Alam ko nasaktan ka but I'm here waiting.
Yan na naman tayo. Another topic na naman yan. Hanggang kailan ka maghihintay sa ganong klase ng tao na nagpapaantay. Si Ruby Boke, can you love someone but not choose you? Yes, I am that someone. He chose someone else kasi nabuntis niya. Hoy! Nakabuntis.
Uy, hindi. Wait lang Ganda nun. I mean, hindi maganda na, but I have to agree. Iba yung love mo, pero may nabuntis ka. Well, not to say na love mo yung nabuntis mo. Pero
nangati ka lang. May mga ganun.
Diba?
Sabi, yes, she loves me, but for practical and survival reasons, bumitaw. From Asher Dan 1224.
Ayun.
Anyway, sige, topic mo. But let's just say thank you to everyone na nagko-comment. Keep them coming. Mapa sa YouTube, Facebook, sabi nga ni Papi kanina, or Spotify, babasahin namin.
We read. Minsan hindi kami nakaka-reply, but we read. Speaking of reading, I'm gonna get to our letter. I believe this was sent over our Facebook Messenger.
Yes.
To be exact, no? I am not gonna give the name. I'm gonna call her L. No? Okay, goes like this. DJ Chacha and DJ Sam, first of all, I want to say I'm a big fan of you both. Not just during your FM radio days, but up to now. You're two of the few voices in the entertainment industry that I genuinely admire and respect. You both bring so much authenticity, wisdom, and humor, and you don't know how much you've helped overthinkers like me feel seen and understood. Whether it's through your insights, your banter, or just the energy you give off, you make people like me feel less alone. Alam mo, natatouch kami mga ganyan.
Sobra.
And just the mere fact we can touch lives, we appreciate that. I'm writing this message not just as a fan, but as someone who's still trying to make sense of her pain. I'm in my 30s now. And for the first time in my life, I found myself in something that this generation would call a situationship.
Okay, let me hear it. Come on, bring it on.
We've discussed this briefly in a past episode, but we're gonna deep dive into situationship. Diba? And to be honest, it hit me hard in ways I never expected.
Yun.
I know this sounds dramatic, but for someone who hasn't dated in 5 years and who's been single for 6, this whole experience completely shook my nervous system. Hindi ko alam kung left behind lang ako emotionally or talagang iba na lang ang dynamics ngayon. I've always been a logical, independent woman. But what I didn't expect was how this connection would make me feel everything all at once. May kilig, may confusion, may deep hope, and devastating loss. Simulan natin. I met this guy in the province during our outreach mission for work. At first, hindi ko pinansin. 7 years younger. And so I'm guessing this guy's in his mid-20s. No? And while he is definitely my type, I brushed it off kasi I wanted to focus on my job. Plus, I did not want to entertain anything since I knew babalik ako Manila. And taga dun siya. We were both single. Our friends kept teasing us. So, nakiride na lang ako for the fun of it. I didn't expect anything serious. Tapos yun na nga, bumalik ako Manila. Something unexpected happened. Tumawag siya sa akin. As a matter of fact, he kept calling me, messaging me, video calling for hours, updating me about his day, every day. And I started thinking, maybe this guy is different. Why would he waste his time kung hindi siya interested? After a month of constant communication, I went back to the province. Our relationship progressed. We started dating, doing all the boyfriend and girlfriend things.
Ay, ano yan?
But still no label.
Ay.
This is what I call the ube.
Yeah, ano nga ulit yun?
Ultimate boyfriend experience.
Last time kasi uke.
Oh, yeah.
Ano yung uke?
Ultimate click experience.
Okay, ito ultimate boyfriend.
Parang
ube.
papatikim ko sa'yo how it feels like to be my girlfriend.
Taray.
Bibigyan kitang ube. Tikman mo ang ube ko.
Oo.
Manamis
na miss. Manamis na miss.
Chip keys. Bigyan mo ng chip keys. Ayan. So, eto na. Umeffort si sir. He traveled for over an hour para lang makita ako sa hotel ko. Sincere siya. Or so I thought. Bumalik ako Manila ulit. Hindi ako nag-expect, but he kept on doing what he was doing. Calls, updates, consistency was all there. For 2 months, dire-diretso. Then he went to Vietnam for work. He told me hindi muna siya mag-message for 5 days because when he's writing articles, gusto niya focus siya. So I respect that. After his work trip, he messaged again like before and thought, okay, maybe this is, and I thought, maybe okay na to. Kasi medyo after the whole work trip, back naman siya. But when we finally met again after that Vietnam trip, everything changed. Just like that. He told me we should stop because he's leaving to work abroad. I did not know how to react. Of course, umiyak ako, but I kept it together. We even had dinner and stayed in an Airbnb like everything was okay. But deep down, I felt like everything was taken away from me in one snap. And now I am stuck asking myself these questions, which I think a lot of our listeners who are in situationships would be able to relate to.
What is that?
Was it all just in my head? The whole situationship.
The ube thing.
Was I love bombed? When you say love bombed, parang pinasabugan ka ng sobrang kilig. Ayan.
Pinaasa.
Correct.
Ghosting, in short.
Ito yung mga kilig demons.
Ano naman yan? Explain further.
Mga demonyo, papakiligan ka lang.
Okay.
Kilig
pero tandaan
demon.
mo, hindi lahat ng pinapakilig.
Ano?
Kailangan ng dilig.
DJ Chacha! 3 points!
Sorry.
3 points!
Wala palang kinalaman yun. Sige na, tuloy.
Ay, naku! Pag di mo diligan, paano mo malalaman?
What's up, Kingdom fam? Yuki and Ingrid here from the Kingdom Podcast. Are you someone who has fully integrated K-pop into your life? Or keep up with the latest K-pop comebacks, news, and scandals?
Do you also dream about getting married to your bias and having their babies in the future? Well, you're in the right... What? I'm just being honest.
Look, you know what? Let's just get back to it. At the Kingdom Podcast, we dive into the latest comebacks, dissect the music videos, and do deep dives on controversies.
Not only do we make things informative, but we also keep it fun. It'll be just like listening to a group of friends who love K-pop as much as you.
You won't find another podcast that's as fun and unfiltered as ours.
So, if you're ready for some K-pop chaos, grab your nightsticks and tune in.
Check out the Kingdom Podcast.
Stream it on all your favorite podcast platforms. Stay awesome, Kingdom fam! I thought that was pretty good. What do you think?
Marrying your bias and having their babies? Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Eto na.
Ano sabi niya? Love
Was I the only one who actually fell?
Uh-huh.
Kasi hindi niya alam kung ano, friendship lang ba to? Siya lang ba nag-fall? Did I misread the whole thing? I don't know if I missed something from this guy's perspective. I don't know if I did something wrong, but I do know this. I gave him my all without the label. After years of being guarded and focused on healing, I finally opened up again. And now I feel like I'm back to zero, trying to pick myself up. I just want to stop overthinking all the what ifs because right now, ang sakit. It really hurts.
Tapos na eh.
Tsaka binigay yung the ultimate experience.
At least na-experience mo.
Thank you for reading this. I just need to let it out. You don't know how much comfort your words bring to people like me who are quietly going through something. Maraming salamat. Love, L. A heartbroken ate in her 30s.
Sabi nga kanina ni Sam, sometimes we just wanted someone that will listen. Minsan kahit walang sabihin, okay lang. Pero dahil madaldal kami, may sasabihin kami.
Siyempre, trabaho natin yun, diba?
Ito nga dahilan kung ba't nandiyan kayo. Gusto niyo yung huntahan namin. Pero, papi kasi, ayan na naman tayo. Alam mo naman ako, hindi ako believer ng hindi binibigyan ng label yung relationship. Kahit pa dun kami galing ni Mike. Kasi nga, di ba sabi kasi when we started,
kayo
parang...
situationship, product of a situationship.
Product kami ng FUBU and situationship. And ako, hindi ako nahihiyang ikwento yan sa mga friends ko or to everyone na gusto malaman kung paano kami nag-start. Kasi I wanted all of you to realize na hindi lahat ng nag-start ng situationship hindi pwedeng maging seryoso. Pero kasi here it is. Kailangan kasi magtanong ka, hindi for every situationship kayo. Ang problem dito, never ka nag-ask. Anong label natin? Saan to papunta?
Okay.
Parang hinayaan mo na ganun lang kayo without asking the guy kung ano ba yung ginagawa mo. Ano ba tayong dalawa? Kaya ganito yung nangyari.
Kumbaga,
hindi ko sinasabi na kasalanan mo na biglang naglaho yung guy. Pero what if in his mind, fubo-fubo lang din kayo? It was never serious for him. Kasi may mga fubo guys na malambing, yung parang jowa feels yung ipapa-feel sa'yo. But at the end of the day, yun lang yung habol. So, dapat, klaro, hindi yung ganyan.
I think for some girls, they're still afraid to ask.
Why?
Kasi baka ma-turn off yung guy.
May ganun pa rin ngayon? Up to now?
I mean, it's not as it was before na sobrang taboo, wag ka magtanong. I think now, medyo may equality na. You can ask, like, is this going somewhere? Ano ba itong ginagawa natin? Anong balak mo sa akin? Diba? Kasi parang you can also place your emotions in the right area. Kung alam mo, sabihin niya, right now, I am, tawag dito, not yet ready. At least alam mo kung, okay, kaya ko bang sumakay dito sa not ready mode niya? O hindi. Parang alam ko ma-attach lang ako, masasaktan lang ako. So, okay lang you're not ready, bahala ka. Pero I'm not in it for that.
But I feel like yung sinasabi mo na may mga babae pa rin takot magtanong kung ano ba tayo. Baka the main reason kung bakit sila takot is alam mo na in your mind kung anong pwede niyang isagot. Kaya di ka nagtatanong. Kasi natatakot kang soplahin ka na, wala lang to, this is just for fun. Pero di ba mas okay na yon na supalpal yun sa mukha mo kaysa ilang months tayong situationship, di ko alam kung saan tayo papunta.
I think sometimes it's even hard to define what a situationship is. Kasi nga,
there you go.
Situationship. So I did some research.
Wow! Naman talaga yan ang gusto ko sa'yo. Come on, tell us. How will you know if nasa situationship ka na pala?
Kung nalilito ka. Kung ano ba tong nangyayari ngayon.
Lalo pa para sa mga tita-tita ng tulad ko na situationship dati, ano tawag doon? May term na medyo, MU.
At hindi mo malaman at hindi mo matanong si guy or si girl kung ano ba to.
So here are the signs.
Ito yung mga symptoms.
Yan.
No? Ng situationship. No?
Sabi nga, if symptoms persist, consult Sam YG.
Number 1, the person, he or she, does not express too much vulnerability. Kumbaga, may wall. Mafe-feel mo yan. Ito mga ano na yan. Medyo may wall. Parang, he's open, he or she is open, pero to a certain extent. Maybe not would never introduce to the friends, the family. Kasi yung family mo, medyo vulnerable point na yun eh. Would not really tell you or share with you his weak points. Diba? Parang ano lang, I'll share with you pero hanggang dito
50% lang. Pero may question ako about dyan sa una mong sinasabi na symptoms. Di ba pag bago pa, lahat naman parang ganyan yung ugali?
Correct.
Gaano katagal na nasa situationship ka, tas hindi pa rin siya nag-share ng vulnerable side niya na malalaman na, uy, ito na yun. Ito na yung sinasabi ni Sam na unang symptoms.
Hindi, I think
may time frame ba tayo dyan?
I don't think there's a time frame for that. But I'd say like after a few months of you guys dating, going out, kahit paano you get to know each other, pero you can't seem to say na, I know you on a deeper level. Parang I know you, pero
hindi super deep.
Parang we're just scratching the surface. Pero you never shared a meaningful experience in your life. Diba? I never met your family, your friends. Kasi these are all opening yourself up to to vulnerability.
So kasama yun, yung hindi meeting ng family and friends.
Yeah, kasi syempre pag meet mo na yung family, kahit paano may
assurance ka na yun. Seryoso
hindi naman assurance, pero that's being vulnerable. It's a sign. Medyo vulnerable ka na. Kasi
pinamit na.
Oo. Medyo seryoso. so to speak.
Next.
Some dates would just be dinner and sex. Diba? Parang wala na masyadong, okay.
Oo. Talagang every time magkikita kayo, yun at yun lang. Doon at doon ka lang dinadala.
Diba?
Pwedeng doon at doon ka lang talaga dinadala.
Correct. Words. Ito, keywords to look out for. Not in a rush.
Ay, nako. Yes, agree. Super agree sa number 3.
Yan, ha?
Hindi naman tayo nagmamadali, diba?
Or eventually.
Nag-i-enjoy naman tayo dito.
Yan. Ba't natin gagawin complicated to?
Tsaka gusto naman kita, gusto mo naman ako.
Complicated lang yung
salita ng gigigil ako na.
Label. Complicated yan. Dito tayo sa no label.
Yan!
Diba? Bakit namamadali ka ba? I'm not in a rush kasi.
Parang sanay
Hindi! Sinasabi ko lang.
Parang may nasabihan
Sinasabi ko lang. Ito yung mga words to look out for.
Kapag nagtatanong ka na ano ba tayo? Kunyari ikaw, ano ba tayo?
So, tingnan natin. Let's see where this goes. Diba? Why rush things? Okay naman tayo. We're enjoying naman. Bakit tayo magra-rush?
Ayan. Pag mga nakarinig ka na ng ganyang salita, kabahan ka na.
When you share about usapang relationship, yun yung mga ginagamit na words, malamang situationship lang ang hanap niyan. Yung getting to know, medyo on a shallow level then, which we talked about kanina. Tapos also, if the person does not probably express too much curiosity about you.
Oo.
Para kakamustahin ka, pero kamusta? Okay naman ako. Lahat naman tayo sabihin niya, pero yung talagang hindi. Kamusta ka talaga?
May napanood akong ganyan sa dating show. Na yun yung problema niya dun sa guy. Na I keep on asking about him, but he's not asking about me.
Boom.
Puro na lang pag kami, ako. Never nagtanong, ano yung ganit? Walang gustong malaman about you. He's confirmed.
Yon. Malamang situationship lang ang habol niyan. Yan ang mga symptoms, no? Why is it hard? Because you invest emotionally. So si El, no, why are you having a hard time to move on even if never naging kayo? Because you invested emotionally, you invested physically. So dun pa lang you invested in something that never was. Na hindi mo alam what could be, ano pa yung pwedeng future niyan. Kasi diba, natapos agad. So masakit pa ganun.
Oo, hindi naman kailangan may relasyon kayo para masaktan ka. Minsan nga mas masakit pa yung mga ganyan. At least nga yung iba, pag ayaw na sa'yo or nagloko, may reason kayong ganito, hindi kayo, tas biglang nawala, hindi mo alam kung paano ka magre-react. Kasi hindi ka rin sure kung ano talagang posisyon mo.
That's true.
So parang wala kang ano tawag doon, wala kang K or karapatan
Correct.
to ask the guy, what happened? Pag nagtanong ka ng ganun, baka ang react nung guy sa'yo, anong what happened? Wala namang tayo.
Tapos hindi mo rin sabihin, nag-break kami. Kasi
hindi nga kayo.
Hindi naman naging kayo. It's really very difficult pag ganyan. But I'm not saying it's bad. Kasi some people enjoy being in that situation.
For a while.
No, but some people, they just enjoy that.
Situationship forever?
Unless siguro may mag-change. May makilala ako na okay na sila dun.
Marami silang ka-situationship?
Ayan ang hindi ko
parang
alam.
open relationship? Kasi kung ganun, kung matagal na situationship, probably papunta ng open relationship eh.
Could be. Kasi they know they are not emotionally
attached?
Stable. Attached sila, pero hanggang dito lang.
Pwede ba yun? Attached ka?
Well,
tapos hindi ka emotionally
kasi
stable?
Kasi mga tao, yun talaga hanap Kaya I'm gonna say this, that a situationship is not a bad thing for everyone. It depends where you are in life. If that's what you're looking for, then it's okay. You're probably even gonna be happier that yan ang nahanap mo.
May certain age, I think na okay lang yung situationship.
40. Wala na ba tayo doon?
Hoy! Ay, yung mga bagets sa ganyan, yung intern age, okay ang situation.
Talaga ba?
Diyan.
Pa-intern naman. Pwede ba mag-internship sa'yo?
Aminin mo naman. Balikan mo nung mga ganun yung edad mo. 19, 18, early 20s, hanggang late 30s nga, okay lang sa situationship ka.
Sarap mag-intern sa relationship. Pa-intern naman ako sa'yo. Pero hindi ako mag-apply, intern lang.
Pero just like sa isang company where you're working, okay lang sa'yo forever kang, anong tawag doon, yung pag hindi ka pa regular?
Proby.
May okay lang sa'yo forever proby ka? 2 years na proby ka? Doon ko ilalagay yung example.
Yeah.
So ako sa akin, okay lang may certain age for that. May ilang buwan na okay lang situationship kayo, pero sooner or later, may isang mapapagod. And then sooner, magmamature ka. Gusto mo, yung mga tao sa buhay mo, gano'n na parang nag-invest ka na, emotionally, may feelings ka na, tapos bigla kang iiwan nang wala kang laban, or kayo na mag-ask, ba't biglang nawala? Tapos babalikan ka, kasi nga wala namang tayo.
I think it's also the next level of a relationship na parang, okay, we've experienced so much, we've been vulnerable with each other, so where are we taking this? Yung malaking fact yung vulnerability.
Correct.
Kasi you're also, as a person who wants to be in a situationship, you're also gonna protect yourself Diba? Na, okay, hanggang dito lang share ko sa taon to. Kasi ayoko maging super vulnerable. I don't wanna, ang tawag ko dyan kasi pag umamin ka, di ba nga sikat dati, pag umamin ka ng feelings, talo ka. Ang unang umamin ng feelings,
pero pag hindi mo rin inamin, talo ka rin.
Well,
yung talo
kasi you become vulnerable, open mo yung sarili mo sa tao. Type ako na love mo ako sige.
Alam mo, when talking about vulnerability, minsan ang hirap din i-gauge no? Kapag hindi vulnerable sa'yo, baka di na seryoso. Because there are just people na seryoso naman pero hirap lang talaga mag-open.
That's true also. That's true.
Ako halimbawa, kung may ka-situationship ako, sadyang takles at madaldal ako, ang dali ko mag-open up sa iba. Ang dali kong ibigay yung vulnerable side ko. Pero pwede rin hindi naman talaga ako seryoso.
I think with something like this, no, it's definitely hard. CL, I'm not gonna say na, ikaw kasi ba't ka umasa? Hindi, kasi nga nag-invest ka.
Ako sasabihin ko, ba't ka umasa?
Ganun talaga. Ganun naman talaga Kasi sometimes you're whenever you get into something, you hope for the best.
Hopeful ka.
Diba?
Na sana maganda outcome.
Correct. But you ask yourself, tinatanong niyo diba? May kasalanan ba ako? May ginawa ba ako? This situationship.
For me, yes. You put yourself in that situation. I'm sorry, girl.
Pero kasi nga nagpakita rin si Guy.
But hindi natin pwedeng isisi lahat kay Guy because you allowed you and the guy to be in a situationship.
Ano naman siya? It's a two-way street all the time. Diba? Nagpakita siya, naging vulnerable rin si L.
Pareho sila may kasalanan.
Sige, baka type ako nito. Umasa ako. I started developing feelings.
And that's normal.
Feelings,
that's normal for someone like her na sinasabi niya, 6 years na daw or 5 years na walang karelasyon.
So, syempre, pinigilan mo to ngayon na medyo you dabbled into it. Parang, shit, mahirap yun. Mahirap kalaban ang emotions. Mahirap kalaban ang feelings. But, always remind yourself about your value, about your worth at the end of the day. No? Be thankful it happened now rather than down the road o hindi pala siya seryoso tapos you guys got into a relationship baka ano pa mangyari.
Saka nawala.
Correct. I know it hurts pero be thankful also for the brighter side. Pinag-usapan natin ito kanina.
Always look at the brighter
diba,
side.
The other side na okay, at least nangyari na to. Alam ko nang hindi siya seryoso sa akin. Or he does not want to take this to the next level. And ako, I know my worth. I know that I want to take a relationship to the next level. Tapos na ako sa mga situationship days ko. I've had that, I experienced that, but now I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for the real deal. So maybe that is what you need to go back to. Look at yourself and find your worth, no? And do activities that probably would bring you fulfillment and joy again to yourself.
At siguro not just find your worth. Hindi natin makalimutan kung ano yung worth natin.
Correct.
After
know your worth,
malaman kung ano yung worth, diba? Dapat always know your worth and never be afraid to ask. Ano to?
Yeah.
Ano ko
True.
sa buhay mo?
Kasi, yun nga yung ano
Doon nagsimula lahat to
If you know your worth, you're gonna ask the question and that's okay.
Correct.
You have the right to ask that question.
Alam mo kung ano deserve mo so that di ka pumapayag na situationship ka lang.
Mas biglang mawawala.
Ang hirap naman tawagin situationship ka lang kasi hindi naman porke situationship lang yung relationship or yung tao. Sabi mo nga, some people, yung ganito works for them, yung mga ganyang klase ng sitwasyon. But ako kasi believer pa rin ako na mas okay, alam mo kung anong lugar or pwesto mo sa tao nakarelasyon mo. Naalala ko tuloy yung sinabi ni...
Para walang guluhan. Pareho kayong nasa... Walang nagka-counterflow.
Walang gray area.
Walang gray area.
Diba? Naalala ko tuloy yung, kasi nabanggit mo yung emotions. Naalala ko yung sinabi ni Attorney Claire Castro kay Sara Duterte. Sabi niya, when emotions are high, intelligence is low.
Napaka yun! Let's end it with that.
Yun, naalala ko lang.
Totoo yan.
And di ba kapag ka naman talagang in love tayo, may dumating,
nagiging bobo tayo.
May nagpakilig. Sinong matalino sa pag-ibig? Wala. Lahat tayo bobo.
Ako, I don't consider myself
bobo.
I don't consider myself an intelligent person.
Oh, wow.
Pero,
very humble.
pag na-in-love ako, oh my God, parang bobo na ako. Bobo pa ako lalo.
Pareho
maniwala ka, pare.
Bobo na, bumobobo pa.
Oo.
At ikaw ay proud bobo sa pag-ibig.
Ay, nako, talagang rock bottom tayo.
Good morning, good evening po sa mga proud bobo sa pag-ibig.
Ay, nako. We'll end it with that. Ano ulit mo sabi ni Attorney Claire?
Hindi kasi naghuhuntahan silang dalawa, di ba nag-aaway sila? So, alam mo na, ang tawag nila kay Attorney Claire, attack dog ni Marcos. Sabi ni Attorney Claire, when emotions are high, intelligence is low.
On that note, thank you for listening to this episode. But we do hope you healed from this situationship that that was brought about. My name is Sam YG.
And this is Chacha.
Be safe and be good.
Bye-bye.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.